Welcome Tiger fans to RHS Football 2024.
This is Mike White with Coaches Talk. We're here today with Coach Jordan Garner, head football coach of the Ripley High School Tigers. Coach, as always, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Mike.
Coach, we kind of find ourselves in the same place as we did last week, still looking for that first win. And, it was kind of a odd or weird night last Friday night. Of course, we had a rain delay, and that I felt like that may have stopped some of our momentum as we had just scored when that happened. But back up a little bit and just tell us your observation, what your views are of the game against Bolivar.
I really think we had a good game plan going into Bolivar. Like you said, it was kind of a weird game. As we started out rough, we immediately got a penalty coming out the gate. And then right after that, we had a bad snap. So, our snaps kind of got us in trouble a little bit Friday night. And on top of that, momentum would happen, and then next thing you know, they do something to take the momentum right away. So, it was one of those things where our guys just kind of have to keep fighting and keep going. And at times they did. They showed a lot of fight at times, but I feel like towards the late end of the fourth quarter, they got wet, they got tired, and I'm not going to say they quit on us, but it showed that we weren't getting the same type of effort we were getting to start that game. So, definitely something that we are upset about. Guys are really upset because the first region game of the year, you want to go ahead and set the tone for getting into the playoffs, and we kind of put ourselves behind the 8 ball there. So, just looking to pick up the pieces and move forward and get this region game behind us.
Well, and we this week, of course, we'll be hosting McNairy. Before we talk about McNairy, how are we health-wise coming out of that game and through this week of practice?
So really, from a health standpoint, we've got one guy who did get a big injury, Keenan King, who was starting at us for right tackle. He ended up kind of coming out in the first quarter as he got his ankle rolled up. He's in a boot right now. So he's probably going to be out the next couple of weeks, and that's a big hit for us on the offensive line, as he's been a starter since last year. Dalton Wilson, another one who missed last week with strep. He's kind of been battling some health issues this week as well as far as sickness goes. So, hoping to get Dalton back and everything, and everything should kind of be good to go for us. But Keenan really is the big thing for us right now, as we're going to miss him for a couple of weeks.
Well, as we look forward to McNairy, of course, they come in first game back at home in 2 weeks, and I know we want to get this win, get that first one, and it'd be great to be able to do it at home. What are we doing anything any different this week, or to prepare for for McNairy.
Yes, sir. I mean, offensively, we have put in a couple more wrinkles to kind of look to really kind of put a little more misdirection into our offense, kind of make the defense guess a little more as far as what we're doing. There's some things that we've done over the last 3 games that we liked, but just didn't really happen and do the things that we wanted to do out of it. So we're kind of scrapping some things and moving towards some new things. And then some things that have worked well, we're absolutely going to keep in the offense and going to continue running those things. Defensively, not changing a whole lot. We're always going to line up to kind of their formations and what they're going to give us. So, Coach Northcutt has really been doing a good job of going through all the film and seeing everything that they're going to give us and getting his defense lined up accordingly, So not really going to change a whole lot from a schematics thing defensively, just going to line up the way that we need to line up and play football.
Well, I know Coach Cutt wants to win this game. That's
Absolutely.
his alma mater that we're playing. And I know that'll be a big game for him. It was a good game last year where we went down and were able to beat them on their home turf. What kind of offense and defense can we expect out of them?
Their new head coach, Coach Justin Truitt's a real good friend of mine. I've had a lot of conversation with Truitt leading up to this. We haven't talked at all this week. But with him, what they really like to do is they're going to kind of get into some spread sets. He'll jump into tight end sets where he'll go 2 tight end and kind of get heavy in there as he uses a lot of formations, but got a lot of option in his offense, likes to run the quarterback, likes to get downhill with the running back at times, but they will throw the ball as well. Now, to me, they're not the most comfortable team throwing the balls. They really just want to get downhill at you. But they're going to do a lot of things offensively, especially out of their different formations to kind of attack you. Defensively, they're going to line up in their 3-4 and they're going to come at you. Not a whole lot of variations to their 3-4s. You don't see them like jumping into different defenses. Mainly, they stay in that 3-4 and try to attack. So, we're going to do what we do. Is I feel like with our offense, 3-4 is kind of what we always practice against. So 3-4 is one of the things that we feel the most comfortable with. So it gives us a good opportunity to go out and get our first region win.
Do they have any key players that you're really looking at that stands out, pops off the film for you?
Their quarterback is probably their key. To me, he's their best offensive player. He's one of their best players defensively as well. Number one is he absolutely can do a lot of things with the ball in his hands. Then absolutely can come downhill and make a tackle defensively. So, defensively, we really want to do a good job of containing him, and offensively, we want to make sure, we get a body on him every play so we can do what we want to do.
Well, Coach, I know we want to have a great crowd out for this first game back. We've got a 2-game homestand, and, we'd like to have the stands full and have everybody support the Ripley Tigers and, be that 12th man.
Absolutely. It might be a little wet, but we love to have everybody out there.
Absolutely.
Friday.
Well, Coach, good luck in this week's game. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you on the sideline.
Thank you, Mr. Mike.
Thank you, Coach. We got the horse back in the house.
Got the house back. Hopefully I don't have to miss another one. I've been having to do a lot of work for the church and stuff like that, but I come back to bring the ratings back up a little bit.
Hey, I'm glad you did, man. Maybe you're bringing some luck tonight too.
But it is good to be back. I love doing the radio for the Tigers.
Well, first of all, I got to give a shout out to the Booster Club. We kind of take them for granted sometimes, especially here in the press box when we go away. We don't think about it when we're here, but they always take care of us. It's hard to have time to go to the restroom, go to the concession stand or whatever if you're up here and you only have halftime, and that's when everybody else goes. So they take care of us up here and feed us real well and appreciate what they do. And it would invite everybody to support the Ripley High School Football Booster Club. The president this year is Steve Hearn, the vice president Drew Beasley, the treasurer Dana Rose, and the secretary Shannon Jones. So those are great officers, and they do a fantastic job, so appreciate everything they do. Also, I want to give you a list of the coaches, all the coaches for Ripley. I haven't had a list, and I didn't want to start without, I was afraid I would leave some of them out. But, of course, everybody knows that Coach Jordan Garner is the head football coach of Ripley High School. Also assisting him are Josh Northcutt, Austin Tate, Tanner Trebathon, Keegan Brand, Hunter Crowder, Dustin Rose, Austin Thompson, and Turner Crowder. So a big shout out to all the high school football coaches for the Ripley Tigers. The captains for tonight's game is number 2, Sammy Smith. Number 42 for the Tigers is Daquan Robinson. Number 30 for the Tigers, Terrion Curry. And number 3 for the Tigers, which is Altorius Alford. Those are your captains for Ripley High School tonight. And since we have a little bit more time tonight, now that I got Hoss back in the house, we'll try to get back to talking a little bit about Tiny Knee. I do want to say one thing. My understanding is that the plans are in the works to have this stadium redone and play here at the fall of 2026. So great news for Ripley High School football family and Ripley football nation. I got to say, I hope we put turf in it, because tonight we're probably going to end up calling this the Mud Bowl before the night's over. But for example, Scotts Hill was supposed to host Covington tonight, and because they have a grass field like we do and don't have turf, they're traveling to Covington so they can play on turf, and less chance of somebody getting hurt, and how mud will slip out from under you. That turf, I'm not saying it's not going to be a little slippery, but it's not going to be anything like mud and dirt. So I hope, and anybody who has anything to say about it or anything to do with it, please encourage folks to let's try to get turf here on this stadium when we get a stadium in here and do it right the first time.
That mud and that, I'm gonna call it the Sloppy Joe Bowl because it's gonna be bad. I mean, on a grass field like this, as much as it rains, you take a good chance of a kid getting MCL tore or an ankle, whatever. So, yeah, man, we gotta have that turf.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get it. I remember playing here, I think it was 1974. We played White Station. And of course, the field looks great. The green team does a great job. I also, thinking of that, got to give Red Dog a shout out. He just recently retired. Helped take care of this field for decades. And the green team and the Park and Rec, under his direction, did a fantastic job. But I remember playing in that game, and I remember I think somebody went down, and I tried to jump over them to keep from, getting a late hit or whatever. And one leg just kept going, the other one stopped, pulled a groin right there that quick. And, it wasn't anything to keep you keep from missing a game. It's just something that worries you and is painful and you just have to deal with. All right, let's see. McNairy won the toss, and they're going to receive the ball. So they're going to get the ball first. Ripley will go on defense. The defense has been the strong suit for Ripley. Kind of slipped up a little bit last week. Hopefully they'll get back on target this week. Also, got to give a shout out to our head football coach's wife, Miss Rachel, as she's affectionately known as. She is a fantastic musician and singer, and she's going to be over at Blacksmith's tomorrow night. And I actually talked to her a little bit and told her I was going to say that. And I said, I'm going to try to get somebody in the audience to yell out Freebird.
Freebird.
And she said, well, I can play it. I said, I had no doubt that you could.
She's been at our church several times. My son, matter of fact, plays drums when they do their group is called the Downtown Development Group.
Yeah.
And Rachel is a fantastic pianist.
Oh, absolutely.
She is absolutely
very talented, good singer too.
Yes, she is. She's a very great singer.
And so y'all go out and support her tomorrow night, and tell her you heard it from me and old Crazy Hawk.
Oh, Crazy Hawk.
And everybody get together in unison and holler Freebird and see if she'll actually play. She said she could. But anyway, here we go as we get ready for the Ripley Tigers to come out onto the field. And here they come through the helmet. As the Tigers come out onto the field, they come to the near sideline. We are awaiting the McNairy, I won't say they're Bobcats.
I believe that's right. I believe they're all the McNairy Central Bobcats.
And they come out on the field. They come from the north side. Ripley comes out from the south side. Both take their respective sides as we're getting really close for kickoff here.
I remember last year when we were up in McNairy playing McNairy, they had a freshman. He plays defense. He reminded me a lot of the Lewis.
Well, we'll probably see him tonight. I said, we'll probably notice him tonight, be able to pick him out.
Yeah.
Look, now I like to see that. You see Coach Northcutt and some of his players over here having a prayer over here before the game. That says a lot to me about him and about those players that are there with him. Also, Coach Northcutt is a graduate. He's an alumni of McNairy Central.
Oh, okay.
And, he played high school football there, then went to Memphis and played at the University of Memphis, or Tiger High.
Yeah, my Tiger take on Florida State tomorrow.
And anyway, think a lot of him. I know Coach Garner really thinks a lot of him, and he does a great job, as all the coaches do. So we're looking forward to a great game tonight. Hopefully Tigers can get on the winning side of things tonight. Kicking off for the Tigers tonight is I believe it's number 16. It is. That's Ty Crawford. I just realized today that that's actually Faye and Ronnie Crawford's grandson. Ronnie is a couple years older than me. We played football together in high school. He was a really good football player. And then his dad, William, played ball here too. All right, here we go. It's just about time for kickoff, and it's kickoff time in Tiger Town. And they kneel on the ball and catch it at the 25, so it'll be down right there, and that's where they'll start off their first offensive series.
Yeah, the Tigers got to come out tonight. And I see they Big Chicken starting tonight.
Yeah, he started last week.
Played him in
Number 72, he had some stomach issues or something last week. That's Big Wilson. And so he played for him last week. I haven't noticed whether Wilson is dressed out tonight or not. I know he's had some issues. So the Tiger defense out on the field, we'll give you that starting lineup here in just a few minutes, as the Bobcats will come with 1 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right, quarterback in the gun, and he hands the ball to the running back trying to get outside. And he runs straight into AT3, and he brings him down behind the line. He may have twisted and turned and maybe only lose a half a yard, but not much doing there. There was nobody that blocked AT3, and he just went straight in on it.
Yeah, well, and AT3 had just a straight shot on it, and there was nowhere for him to go. But I believe the coach and the players had to come to Jesus meeting last week, and let's see what they're going to do tonight. I know they can pick up this big region win.
All right, here come the Bobcats. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the left. Hand it off to the running back going off to the left side. He cuts it back across the middle and gets out to about the 30-yard line where he is stopped. It's probably going to be about a 5-yard gain. Should bring up 3rd and 5 for McNairy. All right, here we go. We have a big 3rd down for the Tigers. If they can get a stop here early, that would be great. 2 wide this time to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the right, quarterback in the gun. Puts a man in motion. And they fake it to him and stood up in the backfield for no gain.
Big Chicken got all over.
Big Chicken just plugged that hole up and nowhere to go. And the rest of the defense collapsed on him, so they lose about 3 yards. It'll make it 4th and 13. Great job on this opening drive by the Tiger defense.
And that's number 92, Stephen Rogers. He's 6'3", 330 pounds. Mike, he is a freshman.
Absolutely.
And I know it's early.
Here come the Bobcats as they get ready to punt the ball away, and they do. It's a low punt. It hits and takes a good roll, and we're just going to let it roll, bounce. It's going to roll great roll. It rolls inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. So the Tigers will have it at their own 24-yard line with 9:59 to go, opening quarter. This will be the first drive for the Ripley Tigers after a 3-and-out by McNairy Central.
So number 72 for the Tigers, he is out there playing on offense.
Okay, well, they may have, they got him back at guard, at right guard. And the Tigers this time will have 2 wide to the right. They'll have a running back to the quarterback's right and 1 behind him. Smith in the gun. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap, goes through his hands and goes over his head. He's just going to be buried back there. He should have thrown the ball away. He's going to be down around the 5-yard line, so he's going to lose about 20 yards on the play. It was a little high, but it went right through his hands. Just took his eyes off of it, tried to, look downfield before he secured the ball. And again, for the 2nd or 3rd game in a row, we start off with the first offensive play and the negative. All right, it's 2nd and 25 for the Tigers. They had the ball at their own 9-yard line, and they're going to hand the ball to the running back, and that was Thompson going off the right side for a pickup of 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's looks like the the last few games, the Tigers been shooting themselves in the foot a little bit.
Oh, they have. All right, here we go with 2 wide to the right. The Tigers will have 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Vernon Thompson stands at the quarterback's right. And I think we drew them off sides, unless we jumped and I didn't see. No, we did. So we're going to back our own selves up 5 more yards. We had picked up a yard, and now we're going to go back 5. So we started at the 25, and now we're going to be back at the about 5-yard line. So in 2 plays, we've lost about 20 yards, or 15, 20 yards. Anyway, 8:57 to go. Ripley 3rd and 23. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to throw, and he's going to be caught and slung down back behind the 5 as an offense, just not clicking. I mean, you talk about hitting on all cylinders. I think we're missing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
The starting offense for the Tigers, left tackle is John Baines, left guard Hunter Kraft, center is Justin Benjamin, right guard is Will Rose, wide receivers are McNairy Mabin, Josarian Theus, number 30, Terrion Curry, 18, Alex Caldwell, and here's the punt. And it gets a good punt off, and it's going to hit, and they're going to let it roll, thank goodness. It hit about the 40, and it's going to roll and die right at the midfield stripe, 50-yard line, where McNairy will have the ball 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe. Also, running back is Vernon Thompson, number 23, and the quarterback is Sammy Smith, number 2. Now that we're back on defense, the defensive ends are number 63, Jonathan Holcomb, number 56, Will Rose. The nose guard is 92, Stephen Rogers. Inside linebacker 42 is, I lost my spot, DeQuinn Robinson. And here we'll get back to live action. 1 wide to either side, wing to the right. Quarterback in the gun for McNairy. Quarterback takes the snaps, a tall sweep coming out this way, and he's got a little bit of room as he pushes our defender away from him and picks up about 7, maybe 8 on the plate, maybe close to 9. And let's see, let me finish. The offense there was see, Curry, Alex Caldwell, 23 and 23, Vernon Thompson, and quarterback on the defense. We were at outside. We go back. Dalton Rogers, number 40, and we'll get back to live action. 1 wide to either side to hand the ball to the running back going right up the gut. He's got the first down as he bulls over some Tigers and keeps pushing as he gets down inside the 35 to around the 31 or 2-yard line, where it'll be a first down. Dalton Rogers, outside linebacker number 2, Sammy Smith, and 7, Austin Thompson. Cornerbacks are number 8, Justin Henning, number 30, Terrion Curry, and the safeties are number 11, J.Q. Hurley, number 19, Jalen Graves. Go ahead, Austin.
Well, what I was going to say, I was mentioning Bronx earlier, I know we're losing a lot of seniors, but we got a lot of juniors coming back next year, too.
All right, here come the McNairy Central Bobcats with 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Wing to the left to hand the ball to the running back going right up the gut. And this time we just completely snuff it out. They're going to give him his forward progress, which is about a yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd down and around 11 for McNairy.
It'll be 2nd down and 12 to go.
See what, you ain't going to run through 92.
You had to run around him. That might take a better part of an hour. All right, here we go with 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a high snap. He's being chased by Austin Thompson, and he gets him and brings him down behind the line for about a 8 or 9 yard loss. So Tiger defense is really playing well, and they're going to have to if the offense doesn't start to click.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with the offense, if it's mental or what it is, but they're going to have to come together and play ball.
Yeah, we got to quit getting penalties, and we got to get that snap. It's just two of the most basic things you got to do.
And it just boils down to, Mike, in my opinion, just discipline.
6:45 on the first quarter game clock. It's 3rd and 19 for McNairy. They have the ball at the Tiger 41-yard line, no score. 2 wide right, 1 to the left, wing to the right. Quarterback in the gun. Takes a high snap, hands it to his running back. He starts inside, breaks it outside. Now, great open field tackle there made by.
AT3?
No, that was Sammy Smith.
That's Sammy.
And he's been really good on defense this year, and he puts them back in a fourth, and they lose. Well, I think they're giving them a pretty favorable spot. But anyway, it's going to be fourth and about 18 with 6 minutes to go. Opening quarter, no score here in Ripley as they take on the McNairy Central Bobcats. Give a shout out to one of my old classmates who's up here tonight, Mike Kimmons. Used to be the AD here and coached here for several years and been all over the world, I think, coaching and teaching. And glad to have him. Here we go, 4th and 18. McNairy going for it. High snap. Quarterback's looking to throw. He's got a man long downfield he's going for. And it's going to go out of bounds, and so it's going to fall incomplete. The Tigers will take over on downs with 5:36 to go in the opening quarter. No score. The Tigers will have the ball at their own 40-yard line to start their second offensive series.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to tonight to the Humble Tigers.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
I went by and talked to Blake yesterday, I think it was, or the day before yesterday. Congratulated him, and of course he and Coach Cruz are playing against each other tonight.
Yeah.
And I said, if I wasn't going to be here, I would be there to watch the game. All right, here come the Tigers. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Smith in the gun. Puts his wide out to the right in motion. Hand it to him on a jet sweep coming this way. He tries to turn it up, but he's hit hard by number 34 for about a yard or 2 loss. And the Tigers offense still not clicking. You know, we're just not getting the blocks, not putting hats on hats out there on the corner. To be able to turn it up. So we lose about a yard. It'll make it 2nd down 11 with 5:15 to go, opening quarter. No score here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Paris press box. Tigers to the line. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Man in motion. Quarterback is a toss sweep going to Thompson, trying to get outside, trying to get the edge. He turns it up and gets a couple of yards.
He took a big lead.
Yeah, he did. He picked up about 4 yards. Still going to make it 3rd and long for Ripley, as they are going to be about the 44-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers as we approach the 4 minute and 40 seconds to go in this opening quarter.
Yeah, I believe we're going to have to get JQ in this game, Mike. I mean, he's in the game, but to be part of that passing offense.
2 wide left, 1 to the right. Wing to the right. And the quarterback keeper this time going off the right side. And he gets past the first tackler, and the second one, he picks up a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down, their first of the game, as they cross the midfield stripe, get down to about the 48, where it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. Again, no score, 4 minutes to go, opening quarter.
You know, the last 3 games that the Tigers played, we were in every ball game. It just come down to a discipline and executing on the plays.
Yeah, mental mistakes. All right, the Tigers have 3 wide to the right this time. Smith takes a snap, and the ball's on the ground. And I think, I think Ripley got back on it, but they're going to lose about 6 or 7 yards. And that was never a clean mesh between the quarterback and the center. It looked like the quarterback kind of put it in his face mask, and he tried to pull it down, and in the process he was hit, and the ball hits the ground. So it'll make it now 2nd and 17 for the Tigers as they're back on their own side of the field now, knows the ball just resting on the 45-yard line. 3 wide left, 1 to the right. High snap. Hand it to Thompson. No, he fakes it to him. Quarterback's going to keep it to himself and go around the left. He's got close to the 1st down. Not going to quite. No, he's still on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 41-yard line, which is going to put him about 2 yards short. So it was about a 15-yard gain. Should make it 3rd and 2 for Ripley.
And I believe that's exactly what we're going to have to do, Mike, to keep that McNairy Central defense off guard is for Savage to fake them those patches or whatever and run the ball.
2 wide left, 1 to the right. Wing to the right. Got a good snap. He's going to run it himself this time. Quarterback this time he's going to be drugged down from behind. And so he's not going to pick up the 1st down, he's going to lose about a yard. It's going to make it 4th and about 3 for the Ripley Tigers. The Tigers appear to go for it here with 2:45 in the 1st quarter. No score, 4th and 3 for the Tigers at McNairy's 41-yard line. Two wide right, one to the left. Wing to the right. Smith takes a snap, going to run it himself. Going to go off the right side. He breaks a couple tackles. He looks like he's got the first down. That's a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger first down at the 35-yard line with 2:15 to go opening quarter. Ripley gets a first down to move the sticks.
Yeah, good running by Sammy, to run that ball. He's running hard and playing hard, and that's what every kid on every team has got to do, to play hard.
And the Tigers are making a few personnel changes as we go just under the 2-minute mark. AT3 checks in. He's going to take a direct snap, it looks like. The Wildcat or the Wild Tiger. Puts a man in motion. Tosses it to him. And he almost got caught in the backfield. He does. He's going to lose about a yard, but the flag comes out about the time that he got the ball. So I would guess that'd be against the offense, but we'll find out. We'll get a call. I want to go over our 2024 Ripley High School cheerleaders this year. The captains are Aisha Body and Rhett White. And it's going to be a legal procedure against Ripley, so we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot again. But we get to play that down again, so that is the positive there. Lanny Woodard, also cheerleaders, Alyssa Boyd, Linda Burham, Cheyenne Houston, Allie Henderson, Julia Manley, Kaylee Pittman, Dariana Robbins, Reagan Conrad, Emma Heath, Carly Hutchins, Zoe Latham, Emerson Payton, Briley Ray, Taylor Ray Burks, Maddie Carter, Keegan Gaines, Lexi Latham, Kaylin Perkins, and coached by Coach Bailey Ream. All right, we got one wide to either side. Quarterback takes a snap. This time he hands it to the running back, and he's going to be brought down. That was Thompson. We were already in 1st and 15, and we lose about 3 or 4 more on the play. We just can't get ourselves in short, 3rd and short, because we always start behind the sticks, it seems like.
Yeah, the offense is not doing, the front line not doing a very good job of making a hole, because 23, Thompson, he's a good running back.
Yeah, he's just, we got to get some blocking on the edge, too. Those wide outs and backs that are leading him, they've got to give him some blocking, too. All right, it's 2nd and 17. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Man in motion. Quarterback takes a snap, it's a toss sweep going to Thompson going off the right side. He breaks a couple of tackles and gets back some of the yards that he lost. It's still going to bring up 3rd down and around 11 or 12 for Ripley. Again, remember to any way you can support the Ripley High School Tigers. And the best way that I know to do that is support the Booster Club. And that, because they do a whole lot for the Ripley football program. They feed the team on a lot of Fridays when we don't have churches to do that. Well, that was going to be the last play of the 1st quarter. So at the end of 1 here in Ripley is no score. Ripley 0, McNairy 0. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter right after this. Back up to the line. The first play of the 2nd quarter, it'll be 3rd down and 12 for Ripley. And this little swing pass out, number 14, it goes through his hands and hits the dirt and falls incomplete. So now it's going to bring up 4th down and 12 for the Ripley Tigers.
It'll be 4th down and 12 for the Tigers.
4th and 12. Ripley to the line, 2 wide either side. The quarterback looking to throw. He does throw and has a man wide open, and he catches it for a 1st down out across the 25-yard line to around the 24, 23. So it'll be a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, I thought Sam was going to take up and run with that ball, but he's had a receiver that was wide open. Nobody was around him. And great heads-up play by Sammy Smith. I believe Sammy and Austin Thompson, another one got scholarships to a school in, I believe, in Minnesota.
Yes, that's it. I think 3 or 4 of them have been offered by that school. All right, the Tigers to the line. 1 wide to either side. 2 wide to the left. Quarterback's going to take it himself. He's going to be caught in the backfield before he can even get started. That offensive line is letting them pour through the middle. So we're going to lose about 4 yards on that first play. So, again, we'll start behind the sticks instead of being first and, well, we did start with 1st and 10, but we're going to go with 2nd and 14. We're going to lose 4 yards on the opening snap for that first drive, first play of this drive.
Yeah, we got to get a bigger push by that offensive line.
Ripley back to the line, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. He hands it off this time to Thompson. He's cutting through, dodging, and moving as he gets down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Not a first down, but a nice gain to make it short, 3rd and reasonable, as it'll be 3rd and about 4 for the Tigers with 10:33 to go, second quarter. No score. Ripley and McNairy here at Tiny Knee Stadium.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Squirt at the way that he runs and he cuts.
A little bit.
Back. 76 is coming out for the Tigers. He was playing on the ground for a little bit after the play.
10:20 to go, second quarter. No score. 2 wide right, 1 to the left for the Ripley. Wing to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to run it himself, going off the right side. He gets past a couple. He's going toward the end zone. He's got 1 man to beat, and he's going to get him right before he gets into the end zone. But it's another Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Ripley at around the 4 or 5 yard line.
Sammy is a good, hard runner. He does good with his cuts. But I'm going to tell you what, for us to win a lot of these ball games coming up, he's going to have to run the ball.
Yeah, he's got to run it. And we got a block, period. All right, 2 wide right, 1 to the left. And this time they hand it. No, he takes the handoff back and reads it. Sammy does, and he gets down close to the goal line. Let's see if he gets in.
Indication is for a Tiger touchdown.
So they say he gets in. So with 9:47 to go in the second quarter, Ripley knocks the goose egg off as they lead 6-0 as we get ready for the point after.
That got me fooled because I thought he'd get given the ball to Thompson because I can't see past his crack.
No.
But no, you all right? But good run by Sammy. Good, great touchdown for the Tigers.
Ty Crawford to kick for Ripley for the point after. Hold is up. Kick, hold up, good. So with 9:47 to go in the first quarter, Ripley takes the early lead 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. Well, the clock just went down. Now it went back to 9:47 as the Tigers get ready to kick off after that drive that put them ahead 7-0 over the McNairy Central Bobcats as we get ready for the kickoff. We'll get to some Tiny Knee information as soon as we get an opportunity. Here we go. Getting ready for the kickoff. 2 back deep for McNairy. As we get ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. It's a low end over end kick. And it goes all the way back and mishandled at about the 5 yard line. He picks it up, crosses the 15, and, well, I don't know if he crossed it. He got to about the 14, and a really good job by the Tiger cover team. Looks like number 18 and 21 were in on the tackles for Ripley. And number 18 for the Tigers is Alex Caldwell. And
number 21 is Jackson Macklin. He is a sophomore. So Coach Gordon's having to play some
young folks.
Some young fellas.
All right, it'll be 1st down and 10 for McNairy from their own 14-yard line as they trail Ripley 7-0 with 9:40 to go, second quarter. McNairy will have 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Wing to the right, puts his outside man in motion, and it's a toss sweep to him. Oh, and he gets hit in the backfield, just eat up by Sammy Smith and was that? Yeah, that was Barnes. And No, that was Austin Thompson, number 7, AT3. And so, I mean, they back all the way. They're going to say he's down at about the 9. So it'll be 2nd and 16. Be a good time to get a turnover this deep in the end zone, or this end of our field. We approach the 9-minute mark. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. High snap, but he comes down with it. He's looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it himself. He runs to the right, and he's going to be hit about the time he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and around 15 for the Bobcats with 8:52 to go. First quarter. Second quarter.
Score of interest, Dyersburg 14, Bolivar Central 0.
Say that again.
Dyersburg 14, Bolivar Central 0.
No surprise there. All right, here come the McNairy Central Bobcats. They'll have 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Or check that, 2 to the left, 1 to the right to hand the ball to the running back going off the right side, and he pushes forward for probably about 2 or 3. So it's going to be 4th and about 8 for the Bobcats with 8:30 to go.
And believe it or not, I have a final score.
What's that?
Collierville 60, Douglas 0. That's a foul.
Well, that was probably a first quarter score, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, last week it was a 70-7 at halftime, Westview, and they called it halftime.
Wow. I'm trying to find halls. They got
If I thought about it, I could probably text somebody that's there if I get time. All right, we've got a timeout, I believe, by McNairy. With their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. On top, 7-6 here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Paris Press Box, as we get ready for a 4th and 9 situation for McNairy, if they have the ball at their own 16-yard line.
McNairy got a good crowd with them on this rain. We got a pretty good crowd for Ripley for it to be wet and rainy. Sloppy Joe tonight.
All right, Ripley has 1 back deep, and they get a nice punt off. He takes him back, and he mishandles it, and it goes through his hands. He has to pick it up about the 32-yard line. It crosses the 40, and he reverses field, goes all the way back across the 35-yard line. He's going to be slung down back at the 30. He had gained 10 yards and gave it all back up. Or at least gave 8 of it back up.
He'd been better off just stepping out of bounds on the inside than trying to make a play out of it.
Yeah, you know, of course, if he'd have ran it all the way back, we'd have said it was a good play. So, you know, hindsight's 20/20.
I heard a college coach say one day, me and my wife was eating at Casey Jones and Jackson, and the college football team come in. They were going that day to play, I believe it was UT Martin. And he told the players, do what you can do, don't do what you can't do.
That's all you can do. All right, here come the Tigers. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. They hand the ball to Thompson going off the left side. He gets into the linebacker level and picks up about 4. It should bring up 2nd down and around. Let's see. They say he picked up about 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Ripley Tigers. They hustle back to the line with 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback wants to run it himself right up the gut. He crosses the 45, picks up about 3 more.
Yeah, he's about
a yard shy.
You know, the Tigers, like I said earlier, Mike, we've been in every ball game that we played. We should have beat Crockett County. We should have beat Southside. And we definitely should have beat Bolivar last week.
You're exactly right.
But, I mean, things happen, you know.
You got to play.
But
You got to show up. You can't play 3 quarters. You got to play a whole game. All right, here comes Ripley with 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Smith in the gun. Takes a snap. He's going to run himself right up the gut. And he's going to get the 1st down. It'll be a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down as he gets out to the 44-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Ripley Tigers.
The next week's homecoming against Liberty. So we want all the people supposed to be pretty.
Absolutely.
Of course, in Tennessee, you don't never know what the weather's going to be. It could be 10 below 0.
Yeah, just look outside. When it's time, you'll know. 2 wide right. Quarterback hands the ball to Thompson. He's smothered in the backfield this time. He loses about 3. back to about the 41-yard line. So it'll make it second down and about 13.
Yeah, that offensive line is just allowing that defense when they're receivers just to come and do their will on the offense, and offense needs to stiffen up.
Absolutely. Tigers back up to the line. They send a man on late. Now they got two wide to the right, to the left, and one to the right. Smith takes it. He's going to run it himself, fakes the handoff, and they grab him about the time that he gets the ball 3 yards deep, and he gets back up to about the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be it. So it's going to bring up third down and 11 for Ripley.
Yeah. I mean, we got to throw this ball. I mean, I know we got to send these guys out just to throw off the defense, but we got to throw this ball. You can't expect Sam to keep running the ball over there.
No. If we do, they're going to put everybody in the box.
It looks like they got a lot of Oh, wow.
They got 7 in the box now. All right, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw, throws in the flats, complete to number 5, and hit immediately, and he just gets back, maybe picks up a yard. He's going to be at the 45-yard line where it's going to be 4th down and 10, so no gain. He threw the ball a good ways, but kind of got to know where you are. Doesn't do you much good to pick up 4 or 5 yards when you like 14. But every little bit helps, I guess. So we'll have punting for the Tigers is going to be number 28. That's going to be Will Maynard, as he'll get ready to punt the ball away, standing at his own 30-yard line. And the returners for McNairy stand at their own 30. Gets a good snap. Boy, they came through, but he gets it off. And it's going to go out of bounds at around the 30-yard line.
They could go to 35. Anyway, like you said, it
No, it won't, they don't get it at 35
Oh, they
on
don't?
the punt, wherever it goes out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
Officials indicate there'll be Bobcat football around the 29-yard line.
Yeah, right at the 29, so it'll be 1st and 10 with 4:22 to go until halftime. I've got somebody from Halls checking on a score for Halls for me. I hadn't got it yet, but they said they'd try to find out for me. Also, the tent beside the concession stand, they fed the team today, and that is the Ayers Foundation tent. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Quarterback takes it and hands it off to his running back, trying to go off tackle. He bounces it outside. He's got a lot of room. He's going down the field as he crosses the 45, and he fumbles it at the end of the play, and Ripley gets back on it. Let's see if they say he was down. I think they're saying he's down.
Bobcats, ball coming out.
Score update. Fayette Ware 13, Haywood 6.
It remains Bobcat football first.
Dyersburg 20, Bolivar 0.
All right, it's a 1st down for McNairy with 4 minutes to go until halftime. They hand the ball up to the running back going right up the gut, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage at that. It'll make it 2nd down and 10.
You know, defensively, as far as Ripley, I don't know about any team that can play as good defense as they can.
Well, we played good some games. I mean, we sure gave up some long passes last week. Gave up 2 long ones that really kind of broke our back. All right, here we go. But by and large, you're right. They do play well. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And they hand the ball to the running back going off the right side. He's got a little room as he crosses midfield. And he gets down to the 49-yard line, which is going to be a pickup of about 4 or 5.
And that was number 4 for McNairy Central.
48.
We don't have their roster, but anyway.
This time taken down by Robertson for the Cowboys.
3 minutes to go in this first half. Ripley on top, 7-0.
And I believe we get the ball first.
Third down.
Start second half.
Yeah, we do. McNairy to the line. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. High snap. He puts it to his running back, and he's going to be hit. His forward progress is going to be about at the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 5. We're sitting in just a drizzle rain. It's not pouring down, but it is raining. So it'll be 4th and 6 for McNairy. I just confirmed they are the Bobcats. They beat Humboldt 58-20 in the first game and lost to Adamsville 35-0 in the second game, and lost to Fayette Academy 20-12 in the third game. And so we're under a timeout. We'll hold it here. I'll tell you a little bit about Coach Nee. Of course, Coach Nee was born in 1899. He was buried at Memorial Gardens in Ripley, and he passed away on October 23rd, 1968. He's the son of Clarence Ivan Nee and Mary Ella Klupper. His siblings were Homer, Mary, Harry, Flora, John, and Lewis. He went to high school in Wabash, Indiana. He was a 100-yard dash state champion his senior year, a 220-yard dash state champion senior year, runner-up broad jump in the state his senior year, and all-state football his junior and senior years both. He also worked in a steel mill in Gary, Indiana for a while after high school. And then he attended Wabash College. We'll get back to some of that after play resumes with 2:22 to go until halftime. McNairy has the ball 4th and 6 at the Ripley 49-yard line, and they're going for it. Wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, and it's a toss, and he's going to be hit. And no, he reverses field. I think he stepped out of bounds. And so the ball's going to go over on downs. Ripley will have 2 minutes and 16 seconds to see what they can do with it, as they will get the ball to start the second half. It'd be nice to put some points up here and then get the ball back in the second half. But we got to do something first.
Yeah, we do, Mike. We got to come out and just score.
Now I got to give a shout out to my mom, Joyce Dunaway. She's listening, and she typically does on Friday nights. I always appreciate her being there. And she's honest with me. If I mess up, she'll tell me. And she's still my English teacher. She corrects my grammar. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback wants to throw. Rolling to his right. He's throwing into the flats, complete to number 5. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards out to the 45-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Ripley as they hustle up to the line of scrimmage. 2:03 on the first half game clock. 3 wide right, none to the left. Smith in the gun, takes a snap. Low to his right, looking to throw. And he's going to throw long downfield. He's got a man. Number 14, it goes right through his hands. He was wide open. I mean, he had a defender on him about a yard behind him, but all he had to do was catch the ball. You know, I know it's easier said than done on a wet night, but
That's Maven. He's a junior.
yeah, somehow or another you got to figure out a way to come down with some of those at least. But that was a touchdown. It had touchdown written all over it, just didn't bring it in. So Ripley, that will stops the clock with 3rd and 7, a 1:48 on the game clock. 3 wide right. This time the quarterback's going to keep it himself. He fakes it to Thompson, keeps it himself, and picks up a couple up the middle, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 4th and about 5 for Ripley.
I believe it's showing 4th and 5.
Yeah, 4th and 5. Yeah, I may have said 3rd. I meant 4th.
If we can get this 1st down, maybe we can get in field goal range, at least put 3 on the board.
Well, let's see. The Tigers are going to have, at least preliminarily, they're lined up with 3 wide to the right. Looking to the sideline to get the call. Our play clock must not be working because every time I've looked at it, it's been on 40. So I don't know how much time we've got. But we're taking our time to get this ball snapped. The clock is down to 1 minute, and we take a timeout. Ripley does. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the last 1 minute right after this. In this first half, Ripley on top 7-0. Tiny Nee attended Wabash College in Crosville, Indiana. They were called the Little Giants. It was an all-male school. Scarlet was their color. And he rode the Cannonball Express back and forth from Ouachita to Crossville and lettered in football and track for 4 years. And they beat Purdue in football 2 of the 3 years that he played.
Wow.
All right, here we go. 4th and 6 for the Tigers. They're going for it with 1 minute exactly on the first half clock. And they fake the handoff to the running back, and they give it to the next one, and he does not get anywhere. and he's going to be stopped. The ball's going to go over on down with 50 seconds to go, and so McNairy Central will get the ball back. While he was there at Wabash, they had a 32-8 record. He was an all-state fullback in 1923, and back then they had all-state a college team that was instead of high school all-state, it was college all-state. And he was an all-state fullback in 1923 with Sleepy Jim Crowley, one of the four horsemen of Notre Dame. Second team was Harry, Don Miller, and Harry Layden, the other four horsemen of Notre Dame. Here we go. Snap to the quarterback. He's going to run it himself, and it's an option, and he tosses it, and he gets back about to the line of scrimmage. I think there's a fumble at the end of the play, and I'm not sure if we've got it or not. I think they may have gotten back on it. Yeah, they do. It's 44 seconds to go.
That might be the quarterback.
Let's see. They called the four horsemen of Notre Dame famine, pestilence, destruction, and death. Wow. And that's where it was quoted. But he also said, Grantland Rice, who wrote the article that gave him that name, said that, lost my place again, said that no all-state team would be complete without Tiny Knee on it. No first team is complete without Knee. In 1923, the Drake Relays was one of the biggest ones in the country. He was the champion in the 880-yard relay in Des Moines, Iowa, with a time of 1:31. In a national event, won the college melody relay, a time of 3:35. Set a record in the 220, the 440, and the 880. Knee ran the first leg, and there were 39 colleges that competed. He won the state in the javelin throw in 1923, won a gold watch at Illinois indoor relays, and won medals at the Penn relays. He was a member of Kappa Sigma fraternity. He was the president of the YMCA in 1923. We'll get back to live action with 39 seconds on the clock. Quarterback takes a snap, hand it to the running back. He gets into this linebacker level and picks up about 5. And let's see if they're going to call a timeout. And they do with 27 seconds.
That was number 6, running back from McNairy Central. That play on the field. He walked off, and then he went back to the ground on the sideline, and then he went back down. So he's back up walking again now. I guess he's coming back in the game now. He must have took a good stunner.
He was president of the YMCA in 1923 and that aids in the development of spiritual side of life. He was also president of the Athletic Association in 1923. Then after that, he went to Cumberland University in Lebanon, Tennessee. He was there from 1924 until 26, and they were the Bulldogs. While there, he received a law degree. He was 23-11 while at Cumberland University. He was a coach and played fullback in 24 and 25. Get Knee and we get Cumberland was the slogan for all the teams that they played against that year. 1924-25, Vice President of YMCA, Director of Athletics 25 through 27, played basketball guard in 25, and married in 26. All right, here come the Bobcats up to the line. Quarterback dropping straight back. He's wanting to throw. Steps up out of the pocket, and he's being chased, and he still dodges a couple of defenders and gets across the 50, but it's going to be short of the first down. And unless they call a timeout, that's going to be the last play. It's going to be 4th and 4, and we've got 9 seconds on the clock, and I think that is going to do it for the first half. Let's see if they do call a timeout, and they don't. So at the end of the first half here in Ripley, Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Paris Press Box, the score 7-0, Ripley over McNairy. Be sure to stay tuned. Got a lot more action coming in the second half, and we'll be back with the second half right after this. We are just about ready for the second half to begin. The Ripley Tigers will get the ball to start the second half. They have the lead 7-0 over the McNairy Central Bobcats. We've got some updated scores for you from around West Tennessee. The first one is the Halls-Dresden game. At the half, Dresden is up 14-7. The Covington game, they're playing Scotts Hill. Halftime, Covington 60, Scotts Hill 0. And Dyer County over Chester County 26-7. Northside over Lexington 16-7. Crockett 7, Northside 6. McKenzie 42. McEwen 7. Bolivar's getting beat by Dyersburg 28-0. That's a halftime score. Haywood 25, Fayette Ware 15. That's been a close game. Fayette Ware led a big part of that game. So we're ready for the kickoff here as the Bobcats will kick it off to the Tigers. So we're just about ready for the second half. Again, Ripley will get the ball to start the second half. And here's the kick. It's a high kick, and it's mishandled.
We got on.
And no, they're saying they got it, but let's see what the referee says. We got some, and they do. It was a super high kick and went straight up in the air, which gave their guys plenty of time to get down. And a wet ball, but still got to figure out how to hang on to the ball. So to start the ball off, start the second half off, we get the ball and fumble the kickoff, and they get it at the Tiger 34-yard line. No, 37-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's just things going backwards with the Tigers.
Especially offensively. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the right and left, double wing. Quarterback hands the ball to his running back. Going off the right side, picks up a couple, maybe 3. Again, AT3 on the tackle. The score 7-0 here at Tiny Knee Stadium. Ripley leading Bolivar in this second regional game for the Ripley Tigers.
One thing about the region we're in a very, very tough region.
Yeah.
Covington, Dyersburg.
Yeah, especially the top half of it is really competitive. 2 wide, 1 wide to either side, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a high snap, gets it down, and hands it off to his running back. He's going to be caught in the backfield by AT3, and then the rest of the Tigers come in to make the tackle and clean it up back across the 40, so they'll lose 2 or 3, and then a flag comes in late.
It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on, I believe, on the Tigers.
We've had too many of those. I don't think we had one last week, but we had 3 in the first 2 games. And let's see what the call is.
I was going against McNairy Central. I did see one of our players get pushed.
So that will back them up
big 15 yards.
to the, it's a personal foul. It backs them up to the 46-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and about 15, or about 25, something like that. 3rd and 27. McNairy will break the huddle. They'll come to the line. They'll send 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. And they hand the ball to the running back again, going off right tackle. He breaks through and gets into the secondary and picks up about 14 or 15 out of that 15-yard penalty and gets back close to the sticks. So it's still going to bring up 4th down and about 11.
Yeah, great run by that running back. I want to say it was either number 4 or number 6. I couldn't call it see from over here.
So it will be 4th down and 12. The ball just across the 40-yard line of the Tigers for McNairy Central. 10:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Ripley on top, 7-0. 2 wide left, 1 to the right for McNairy. Quarterback wants to throw, throwing over the middle. He's got a man complete. He's short of the 1st down, but he gets it complete down to about the 30-yard line. So the Tigers will take over on downs, and the offense will, I started to say go back to work, but they'll have to go to work in this half.
Mr. Clem will always say, we talking about halftime, about how wet it is. He said, yeah, but Both teams just have to play in the same conditions.
Exactly.
You know?
It's just as wet on one side of the ball as it is the other.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Tigers. 2 wide to the right. And they hand the ball to the running back going off the left side. He grabbed it. It looked to me like they grabbed his, well, I thought they grabbed his face mask, but grabbed something because the flag came out.
Well, I seen his head jerk back.
And it is face mask, and it will go against them, so that'll be enough for Farm Bureau Insurance, Ripley Tiger first down. And that touchdown brought to you by Bank Tennessee earlier, $25 donated to the football program for every touchdown scored this year. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, so far, McNairy Central has come out with the flags.
Yeah, hopefully it'll stay on their side. 9:40 to go, third quarter. Ripley on top, 7-zip. They hand the ball to, who is that? Oh, no. Sammy pulled it back out, and he gets eat up in the backfield and loses about 6 or 7 yards. And I thought he was handed it off to Thompson, but evidently he was either a fake or he pulled it back out. So they say he loses about 4. So it'll bring up second down, 14.
One thing about that McNairy Central defense, they get a big jump on that offense.
You're right.
A big jump.
2 wide right. Quarterback drops straight back, rolls to his right, looking to throw. Now he throws and incomplete. Wasn't really a Tiger close. McNairy was closer than any of the Ripley Tigers, so it falls incomplete. It'll bring up third down and about 13. All right. The Tigers to the line again. 2 wide to the right. Smith takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw, looking, got a man in his face, and throws it out of bounds. And so it'll bring up fourth now for Ripley. They got 3 downs, and they get one first down thanks to a penalty, but they sputter again and turn the ball over, or get ready to punt the ball away with 4th and 13 with 8:57 to go in the third, hanging on to a 7-0 lead as we get ready for Will Maynard to punt the ball away. He'll stand back about his 22-yard line.
Somewhere in my there's got to be a spark on
Yeah, we got to jail. Our offense just got to jail. Low snap. He's going to pick it up and run it himself, and he gets back across the 30 to about the 36, where they're going to have McNairy will have the ball in great field position, as it was a low snap, and he just picked it up and tried to run with it, and they were rushing the punter too, so nowhere for him to go. So we turned the ball over on downs. So now McNairy will be back on offense. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Ripley 36-yard line, trailing 7-0 with 8:51 to go in the third.
I think he did the right thing when the ball was that low. Because by the time he would have brought it up to kick it, then it'd have been worse than what it was.
2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Man in motion. And they flip it to the man in motion, trying to get outside. And they do a pretty good job blocking downfield. He doesn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe to it, close. But he did see a hat on a hat downfield. And we just had more people in the area than they did. I think we could probably take a lesson from them in blocking downfield.
I noticed AT3 had to come just about all across the field. He's actually the one that made the tackle. So
yeah, and they do pick up about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9. When we get a chance, we'll talk about Coach Tiny Knee. We'll talk about him from 1927 to 1968. Most of that time he was at Ripley. Bolivar sends 2 wide to the right. H-back to the left. Puts the man in motion. And they do call it before they get the delay of game, so we'll take time out with them and be back for 30 seconds right after this. 7:57 to go in the third. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for McNairy at the Tiger 35-yard line. The Tigers holding on to a 7-0 lead. McNairy will have 2 wide to the right.
After this play.
H back to the left. Quarterback in the gun. And they hand the ball to the running back, trying to get outside on the near side, and wrapped up and brought down quickly by the Tigers. That was number 30 and number 42 for the Tigers, that being Terrion Curry and Daquan Robinson.
We're going to kick this one back over to the rest of our high school cheerleaders this afternoon. Next up, we have Zoe Latham, Emerson Payton, Riley Ray, Taylor Burke.
Okay, Coach Tiny Nee was hired to coach and teach in Ripley in 1927. Their high school had just been completed that year. All right, back to live action. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback, it's going to be a reverse coming back this way. They mishandle it, and AT3 all up on it. And so the Tigers get the turnover back at about the 43 or 4 yard line. I could see it was going to be a reverse coming, and when they tried to flip the ball from running back to running back, it hit the ground, and AT3 given heavy pursuit and was able to be in Johnny on the spot and get right there on in and get the turnover for the Ripley Tigers.
Because AT3 was fishing to knock some sense out of whoever was fishing to get that ball. I believe it was number 8'4", McNairy Central, but he was fishing to plow somebody good.
All right, the Tigers will send 3 wide to the right. Smith's going to just a little swing pass out, and I think it's going to be an incomplete pass. I hope so. It was a little swing pass out to the running back, and he was just about met by the time the ball got there. So the ball, fortunately, falls incomplete because we'd have lost 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Well, had it been a little bit behind, it might have been lateral, and they would have had to got the ball.
Absolutely.
We didn't get to see our Ripley High School marching band at halftime for obvious reasons, but we do want to thank their gold sponsors, Bacon Ripley.
Tigers up to the line. This time they have 3 wide to the right again. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to the right. No, he pulls it back out, and he breaks. He tries to break 1 tackle. He pushes forward and picks up maybe a couple, but still going to be 3rd and long for the Tigers with 7:25 to go in third quarter. Ripley will have the ball 3rd down and 7 at their own 46-yard line with 7:20 to go, third quarter.
High School marching band are Bank of Ripley, First Citizens National Bank, Bank Tennessee, and logo, letters, and signs. Thank you all.
Ripley sends 3 wide to the left this time.
Marching band.
Smith in the gun. Thompson stands behind him. Quarterback takes a snap. He's just going to run it this time. And he picks up a yard or 2. It was an option. He had a chance to pitch it out if he wanted to. And he chose to turn it up. And I guess he picks up maybe a couple, but it's still going to be 4th down and about 5.
Well, might as well go for it. He ain't losing nothing.
All right, the punt team comes on. Coach Nee carved out the football field with mules, slip disc, and students.
Wow.
He taught chemistry and science at Ripley High School. He wasn't a PE teacher. He was a chemistry science teacher. Had a law degree, so evidently he's pretty intelligent. All right, back to the punt formation for the Tigers. As Maynard gets ready to punt this one away, and he gets it away, but it comes off the side of his foot and goes up into the stands. I'm not sure where it went out of bounds. I think they're going to say maybe around the 35. No, he keeps walking. He's walking up to the 40. So it's going to be at the 40-yard line. Coach Nee used cinders from the school furnaces to install the track around the football field in 1928. They unloaded 12 railroad cars full of cinders in 48 hours using students. Coach Nee was a head football coach in Ripley from 1927 to 1949, 23 years. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left for McNairy. Quarterback's going to fumble the ball in the backfield, but he gets on it, and we're right there to make sure he doesn't get up. So they're going to lose about 8 or 9 on that first play. Of course, the ball is slippery. It's wet tonight, so we know that that's going to be a factor, but, again, it's a factor for both sides. In 1928, and also Coach Nee was the Ripley High track coach from 1928 until the early 60s. So he was there 30-something years. Maybe, yeah, close to 40. All right, here we go. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Puts a man in motion. And the quarterback fakes it to him. He's going to run it himself, and he's caught from behind after he picks up a few. Number 2, Sammy Smith on the tackle. And
Rose on the play. Gain of around 3 yards. It'll be third
I mean, this is
down
soft.
and about 15.
53 for the Tigers. That's going to be
No, 56, Mike, I'm sorry.
56. That's Will Rose. He's a senior. He's been doing a great job for a long time. Let's see. Getting back to Coach Nee. In 1928, the football team was 7-0-1. In 1931, they were 9-0. They were conference champs. Bud Jennings and R.L. Emmons were stars on the team that year. 2 wide to the right, wing to the right, wide out to the left. High snap, takes it, rolls to his right, being chased by Thompson. And Thompson forces him to throw the ball quickly, and he does, but it's complete out to the 45-yard line. A low pass, but he goes under it and picks it up, so it'll make it 4th down and about 5 for McNairy Central.
Yeah, 18-3 was on him pretty quick.
Yeah, he forced. I didn't think he was going to be able to get it away, but he just did. So it looks like the punting team is coming on. Let's see. I said in 31 conference champions, Bud Jennings and R.L. Ammons were the stars. And we're back to live action as we get ready for the punt. And the Tigers are in there. They finally get the ball away, the rugby-style punt. It's going to be a good punt. We're going to let it roll. Yeah, it does. So I didn't see exactly how far it went. These windows here have a little rain on them and makes it a little bit blurry to look through. So Tigers will get the ball back. In 1929, the Ripley track team came in 3rd in the state. In 31, they came in 2nd in the state. In 1929, Ripley won the pole vault, 100-yard dash, high jump in the state meet. In 1930, the team Ripley won the 220 hurdles in the state meet. In 1930, we'll get back to that after this, as the Ripley Tigers have the ball at their own 18, 1st down and 10. Quarterback's going to hand it to Thompson, and he's got nowhere to go. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. If so, he did, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Getting back to 1930, created Tiny Town, a recreational area for the youth that included grill, picnic tables, water fountain, tennis courts, volleyball courts, ping pong tables, and a concession stand. Ripley with 2nd and 13. They've got 2 wide, 3 wide to the right. Smith looking to throw, and he's fakes, and he's going to run it himself. He goes off the left side. He's got some pretty good yardage there as he gets back inside the sticks and picks up about, he liked 13. He probably picked up 8 of it or so.
Great run by Sammy. He also, when they come out on that play, they spread it out those wide receivers way out. And that's what you got to do.
Yeah, they split him out to the right, and then he faked the pass and ran back to his left. And so it's going to be 3rd and 4 at the 24-yard line of the Tigers. And Sammy's going to take it himself and go off the left side. He's fighting, but he's not going to get the 1st down. In 1931 to 35, Coach Nee played for the professional football team, the Memphis Tigers, and they defeated the Green Bay Packers.
Wow.
The Tiger Pro team was owned by Clarence. He was the sole owner, and actually the name of it was Clarence, sole owner of my name, Saunders. He's the one who built and lived in the Pink Palace.
So the Tigers, Memphis Tigers was a pro team before they were a college team.
I don't know if there was a college team yet. I don't know when their college started, but there was a pro Tigers team.
Wow.
All right, Tiny Stadium was named in 1937.
What, 1st down? That's 1st down?
Wow.
1st down.
So that is a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down with 2:14 to go in the 3rd. Ripley holding on to a 7-0 lead here at Tiny Knee Stadium over the McNairy Central Bobcats.
They must have gave him 4 o'clock, but they had to.
Had to. The Tigers will have 2 wide to the left, 3 wide to the left. Smith takes a snap. and he's throwing a little screen pass, and it falls incomplete. Hit him right in the hands again.
He won't run before he catches the ball.
Second down.
Coach Nee helped form the Big Ten Conference in 1940 with R.K. Castlelow and George Tyree. Haywood defeated Ripley 65-0 in 1941. It was Nee versus Thompson. In 1945, the Tiny Knee Shack Club was built for teenagers. All right, second down and 10 for Ripley. 3 wide to the left. Wide fields to the right. And they hand it to Thompson again, and he fights and gets all he can, but only a couple because they're, of course, you know, it's hard to throw the ball in the rain, and we're heavy on runs, so they're definitely filling that box up.
Thompson is I don't believe it says that they got him down for 170 pounds. I don't believe it. I'm gonna say more like 140.
It'll be third down and 9 for Ripley. This time they'll send all 3 receivers wide out to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Smith takes a snap, drops straight back, looking to throw, looking. And he's going to be just eat up back there behind the line of scrimmage. The pocket just completely collapsed about 10 or 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so the punt team will come on for Ripley.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. I probably make the folks mad. That's okay, but our offensive line is not doing a very good job of blocking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just the offensive line. I don't know.
McNairy's that good on defense.
Yeah, I don't believe they're that good. I think we're missing assignments, missing blocks, and I'm not going to put it all on the line because some of the wide outs, some of the running backs, you know, are missing some blocks. But we're back as Maynard is going to be punting from about his own end zone, and the ball hit the ground, but he gets it up and gets it away and did a great job, and it takes a fantastic bounce. It's going to roll dead about the 49-yard line, and he was punting from his own end zone, so about a 50-yard punt.
Yeah, I've always said if it's 11 men on the offense, 11 men on the defense, you got a man.
In 1945, the street north of the stadium was named Knee Street, which it still is. The Tiny Knee Bowl was from 1948 to 1980. It was 13 games. From 48 to 53, it was sponsored by the Exchange Club, and in 78 by the Ripley JCs. Ripley played in the Tiny Knee Bowl 4 times. Proceeds went to the athletic department. And we are back to live action. 26 seconds to go with third quarter. Ripley on top 7-0. McNairy will send 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it to his big running back, going right up the gut, and he rambles for about 7 or 8. Ripley played in the Tiny Knee Bowl 4 times. They visited the Haywood dressing room after losing to Brownsville 13-6 in 48 to congratulate them, the Tomcat players, on a well-played game. That's what Coach Nee did. In 1950, the swimming pool was built. Girls and boys basketball team at Ripley High School was started then. And in 1957, the Ripley Relays were initiated. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter here in Ripley. The score at the end of 3 is Ripley 7, McNairy 0. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the fourth quarter right after this. Here we go, first play of the fourth quarter, and they hand the ball to the running back. He's hitting the backfield, but he stumbles forward for a couple as he's going to pick up maybe just a yard. But it's going to bring up third and about 3 for McNairy, and they have the ball at the Tiger 42-yard line. 11:35 to go in the game. Ripley holding on to a 7-0 lead. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, hand it to the big running back going off the left side. He picks up the first down, still on his feet. We had a hard time pulling him down. He picks up about 10 as he gets down to the 31. So it's about a 9-yard pickup.
Number 34 for McNairy. He's a hard runner.
He is. I'm surprised he hadn't gotten the ball more. And here we go back up to the line come the Bobcats with 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, hand it to the big running back again, going off the right side. AT3 there to bring him down after a pickup of a couple. In November the 7th, 1958, a monument was erected at the football field. Our Irving Nee, called Tiny, but great in his vision and in his labor in the building of his field for the building of men. Former Jeff Davis League for freshman football teams, coached by Ripley freshmen. City of Ripley furnished a Willis Jeep for Coach Tiny Nee in appreciation for all he had done. Back to live action. And they hand the ball to the big bruiser going up the middle again, and he picks up another 3 or 4. I don't think he's got the first down yet, but if they keep handing him the ball and we don't get back there, we're going to have a hard time stopping him, keeping him out of the end zone.
He's a big dude. I mean, good hard runner. At halftime, it was Haywood 31 and Fayetteville 15.
Again, the city of Ripley furnished a Willis Jeep for Coach Nee in appreciation for all he had done for the football program in the city of Ripley. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. H-back to the right. And the quarterback drops straight back, wanting to throw. Rose to his right, looking. He's got a man going across the middle of the field. And a great defensive play there made by number
30 for the Tigers.
Number 30 for the Ripley Tigers.
That is Curry.
Curry, and he does a great job of blocking that, blocking him out and keeping him from being able. Did he say hurdle on the play? I haven't seen hurdle out there. But it's going to be 4th and 5 now for McNairy with 9:29 on the clock.
Unless they change the church.
Yeah, and maybe that's possible too. I don't know why they would, but at any rate, it's going to be 2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. H back to the left. And the quarterback play is going to be stopped. And I think there was a timeout called by McNairy, so we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. 9 minutes and 28 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Ripley on top 7-0. McNairy has the ball at the Ripley 27, and it's 4th and 5. Also in 1978, Coach Nee was inducted into the Cumberland University Athletic Hall of Fame. In 1986, he was inducted to the Wabash College Sports Hall of Fame. And in 1987, he was inducted to the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. So quite a career there for Coach Tiny Nee. No wonder he's thought so well of by so many people.
We need to pass, Mike. You know.
We need something. We need something. 9:28 to go in the game. Ripley on top 7-0. McNairy with the ball at the Tiger 27, 4th and 5. We don't need an offsides penalty here. And I know that's what the coaches have told them. And here they go. They fake the handoff. They're going to throw it over the middle, and it's complete and knocked down, and it's enough for a first down. So that'll move the sticks.
When did Coach Tiny Nee pass away?
1968.
1968.
I was in the 4th grade.
Wow.
Because I remember they announced it over the intercom because it was a big deal. Everybody knew Coach Nee because he rode around in that Jeep all over town for decades.
He's been gone 50-something years.
2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. H back to the left. Quarterback in the gun, takes a snap, hands it to his big running back going right up the gut. And he's going to have the first down as he gets down inside the 10 to around the 9-yard line. So I think McNairy thinks that they've found something here in this 4th quarter because they've completed a couple passes, and this big bruiser has really done a good job running. They hustle back up to the line, send wideouts to either side to hand it. No, they fake it to him and send his little screen pass out, and he's going to be brought down. I thought he was going to go in, and that was a good tackle there. Was that 30 or 38?
That was 30 after Curry.
Yeah, Terrion made a good play. So it's 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line for McNairy with 8:35 to go. And Ripley has to exchange a player for a helmet issue.
Bringing in Big Chicken.
Big Chicken comes in, and John Baines come out. John Baines is a great big fella, too, 6'2", 275. They come back in with the play. Two wide left, one to the right. And Ripley's going to take a timeout. We'll hold it here with only 8:20 to go. This is, Tigers have got to keep them out here. We've only scored once. And, we hadn't hadn't moved the ball extremely well all night. So, we don't need to depend, if I don't know if they'll go for two, if they've got a kicker or go for two. So, obviously, the best thing we can do is keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, the defense has done their job for 3 quarters of the game.
Yeah.
And
this is the last 4 or 5 minutes. They like I said, they've kind of taken advantage. I don't know if they saw something or exactly what it is, but
for that hole that they found, Mike, I believe it's where number 32 would have been.
could have been. So 8:20 to go in this ball game in regulation.
You talking about the tiny knees and how he made the field with mules and whatever. I still think this is one of the oldest football fields in West Tennessee to me.
It's the third oldest.
I mean, I think it's. I just love the way it's laid out.
Yeah, I love the bowl, the way it's set. It's a great setup. All right, here we go. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And the quarterback is faking the handoff. He's going to run it himself off the left side. He breaks a couple tackles. He goes right into the end zone, standing up with 8:14 to go. They come within 1 for the Ripley Tigers. 2 of the Ripley Tigers, we just missed him. We put hands on him, but, you don't tackle with hands. You tackle with head and shoulders. So they are within 1 of tying it up or 2 from going ahead. Let's see if they are going to go for 1 or 2.
Well, the quarterback's still out there.
Sometimes the quarterback will be the holder, and it doesn't appear that's the case. They are going to go for 2, so they're going for the win or the loss right here.
They're going to put it on number 34.
Yeah, I would say so. All right, 2 ride white, 1 to the left. They hand it to the big, and a play or flag comes out. It's going to be offsides against Ripley, so now instead of 3 yards, they only like 1.5 yards. We just, like I've said, we can't get out of our own way sometimes. And, a lot of that is mental discipline.
It is. I've said it from the season get-go. I mean, we got to have discipline. I mean, not saying that the coach is not doing their job, because I believe the coach is working hard on doing the best they can. But like you said, Mike, a lot of it is we stand in our own way.
All right, now they are going to go. Now they're still going for 2. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. They hand the ball to the big guy going off the right side. And is he going to get in? Is he going to get? He does not get. And they do not. Let's see. Did they blow his forward progress down? They did. So no good. So the Tigers hold on by the skin of their teeth, 7-6 with 8:14 to go. The Tigers will get the ball back, and we'll be back with a kickoff right after this. Getting ready for the kickoff now for McNairy Central with 8:14 to go. They score and went for 2, did not make it. So Ripley holds on to a 7-6 lead as they get ready to receive the kickoff.
I got to give kudos to the defense.
That was a good stop.
Outstanding stop by the Tigers.
Because that guy had been gashing us, on that drive, and it looked like he was going to do it again. He got close, and he only liked 1.5 yards, so obviously he didn't like much to get there, but we do hold him out of the end zone. His forward progress was stopped, and so it was no good. So they will be kicking off now to Ripley. 2 back deep for the Tigers as they kick it to the sideline, hoping for another fumble from Ripley, and they don't. We actually catch it, and they thought we were going to call a fair catch, and we advance it from about the 40 up to the midfield mark. Ripley have the ball with good field position to start this drive. It's going to be real close to midfield strike, about the 50-yard line. Looks like it's going to be just shy. Tigers have the ball at their own 49-yard line with 8:07 to go in this ball game. Ripley on top, 7-6 over McNairy Central.
This is where you put the game away. They should have put it away in the first quarter.
Well, they can't. They have to score twice to put it away. They can just, because we score and they score and get 2 points, it's still tied.
Yes.
Here we come the Tigers, 3 wide to the left. Smith takes a toss out to Thompson. He gets outside and breaks a couple of tackles, gets down to the 40, picks up a nice gain. I think that's going to be close to a first down.
That's the best run that Thompson's had all night.
Yeah. And let's see, they do say it's a first down, so that's a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger first down.
Offensive line done a great job that time of blocking.
3 wide to the right. Smith in the gun. Takes a snap. It's a tall sweep out to Thompson. He cuts it back in and nowhere to go.
Yeah, he hit that hole hard.
Yeah, he did.
Looked like he almost got his head knocked out.
He ran up in there hard, but they grabbed him by pretty much by the head, and he loses a yard. It'll make it 2nd and 11.
Yeah, he looked like he was running that guy on the longest yardage.
Yeah, you're right. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this game. Ripley holding on to a 1-point lead. 1 wide to either side for the Tigers. Smith in the gun. Man in motion. And Smith's going to run himself going off the left side, trying to get outside. Not much doing there. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. And a flag comes out late. I was looking at the clock. I didn't see what was going on where it came out. Face mask against them. So that'll give the Tigers, to see if it's, that was only incidental, so it was only a 5-yard penalty, but the Tigers needed that because we did like 11. And now we should like 6. So 3rd down for Ripley. 3rd and 5 according to the scoreboard. 6:55. Ripley on top 7-6. 3 wide to the right. Man in motion. Smith hands it to Thompson again. He goes off the left side. He runs hard as he gets down to close to the 30-yard line, but it's going to be short. It's going to be 4th and a yard maybe.
Yeah, it looks to me about a yard from here, yard and a half, yard. Next Friday night, homecoming here at Ripley.
That's right.
Liberty, come on out, support the Tigers. It's supposed to be beautiful. But like I tell you, you never know in Tennessee, it's about to be snowing and 2 foot deep.
Never know. But come out and support the Tigers. They need your support. So do the cheerleaders, the band, booster club. Everybody needs your support. Come out and be a part of the community here on Friday nights. Wide outs to either side. 2 left, 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap. He's going to run himself, going right off the left guard. And he's got the first down. The Tiger offensive line get behind him and help push. And so he gets down to about the 26 or 7 yard line, but that's enough for a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger first down.
Tiger, first down.
5:46 to go in this ball game. Ripley holding on to a 7-6 lead. They have the ball at the 27-yard line of McNairy, where it's 1st and 10. Little personnel changes.
Huge on offense.
Better hurry up so we don't get a delay of game. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap. I believe we got a flag. I don't know if it was delay of game. That's what it was. I knew time was running. Of course, it'd be nice if our play clock worked, but so that backs us up 5. What we gained, we lost. So it'll be start on 1st down again with 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10. 2 wide left, and 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap. He's going to run straight. He's got a hole there. He bursts through, gets into the secondary, and stays on his feet and gets down. It looks like it's enough for a Ripley Tiger first down. He lacked 15. Looks like he got maybe 18 or 20. Going to be down to around the 16-yard line, it appears, from here. But it is a first down. 5:03.
That 7 that Scott Hill gave was a final, 60-0.
They probably called that at halftime. Five, 4:50 and counting. 2 wide left. Smith in the gun. Takes a snap. It's a toss sweep to Thompson trying to get outside. He breaks through the first man, and the second one gets him, but he picks up 2 or 3 yards on the play. He picks up, according to the sticks, looks like he picked up about 6. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. It really looks like he picked up 7. 2nd down and 3. So it.
Trying to get us a Alden Dredge game. I know it was 14-7 at halftime Dredge.
4 minutes to go in this game. Ripley has 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Smith takes a snap, starts ahead and backs out, still goes around the end. A good block there on the corner. He's going to go into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And with 3:49 to go on the game clock, Ripley opens up a 13-6 lead over the McNairy Central Bobcats.
Great block by the offense for the Tigers.
And again, that touchdown brought to you by Bank Tennessee, as they donate $25 to the Ripley Tiger football program for every touchdown scored.
Crawford in to get the PA.
So we are ready for the point after. Snap, hold, kick, up.
I can't even see it.
I can't either. It's no good.
The PAT.
It's no good, so Ripley holds on to a 7-point lead.
And the ball.
And so we've still got to play defense because they get a touchdown 2-point conversion.
That's it.
They're ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, with 3 minutes to go in the game, our defense is really, really going to have to step up on this.
Absolutely.
If we want to get this win, this first regional win. I want to give a big shout out to all the football staff, Hun, and the whole staff, because I watch them and I'm going to tell you, they're working these kids hard. And whether the kids are buying into a lot of it, I don't know, but I know the coaches have dedicated 100% in getting these kids to work.
I believe you're right. I believe that the coaches are doing everything they know to do. And, I can't explain what's happened to our offense this year compared to last year, but there's something different. But we've still got 6 more ball games to go after this one. So hopefully we'll get it together before and hopefully we'll get a chance to, but we got to have some help to get in the playoffs. And here's a kick. It's Squibber on the ground. It's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line. He crosses the 15, breaks a tackle at the 20, and be pushed out of bounds shy of the 25 with 3:42 to go in this game. Ripley holding on to a 13-6 lead.
In all fairness to Hun, he didn't get the team until like maybe mid-April.
It was during spring practice.
During spring break. And I'll tell you again, the coaching staff is doing a great job. They are.
I believe that's right. All right, 3:42 on the clock. Ripley with the 13-6 lead. McNairy Central with the ball at their own 25-yard line, 1st down and 10 with 3:42 on the game clock. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Man in motion. They toss it to the man in motion, trying to get outside, and they cuts it back inside. And a good job there by the Tigers. They, tried to turn back in. I think Ripley has an injured player, but we stop him for, I guess it looks like he may have picked up a couple of yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 8.
I'll tell you something I noticed. Old Big Chicken number 92 going against that nose guard. He got 150 pounds on that nose guard.
On the center?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Center.
Yeah, at least. He probably got that much on most people out there on the field. All right. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And the quarterback wants to throw. Looking, we got to put some pressure on him. And we flush him out of the pocket. He rolls to his right, and he's going to throw long downfield. And he's got a man, and it hits him in the helmet and bounces off. Now, he would have had a hard time getting it and had taken possession before he went out of bounds. But the ball hit him in bounds and hit him right in the ear hole almost.
And he caught that. That'd have been a super duper. A great pass by the quarterback from McNairy Central.
It'll make it 3rd and 10. The clock stopped with 2:57 to go in this ball game. Ripley on top, 13-6.
I thought we might have got a flag on that play. Look like Big Chicken. chop block the center. But they didn't call it, so.
2 wide left, 1 to the right. Quarterback drops straight back, flag comes out. Hopefully it should be a procedure penalty against McNairy. We'll wait for the call. And that's what it is. So it'll back them up 5. So it's at a third. Well, the referee's out there. They've got a time guy that keeps up with, talking about the play clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when it gets down to 5 seconds, they typically will let you know. They'll go 5, 4. I mean, they typically will let you know. Or they used to. Because there was no such thing as a play clock back in the day when I played. Barely a clock. I think we used a sundial. All right, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And the quarterback mishandles it. He's going to be chased into the backfield, chased out of the pocket, rolls to his left. He's got some room, going to be pushed out of bounds, shy of the first down. So it's going to be 4th and manageable. Of course, with only 2:49 on the clock, they'll need to go for it here at this point, and it looks like it's going to be 4th and 7.
6, 8.
What's that?
4th down and 6 or 4th.
Yeah, about 7. All right, here come the Tigers on defense with 4th and 7. The ball is at the 27-yard line for McNairy. Takes a high snap, and he's going to throw it complete for the first down, and the flag comes out as well. So I'm not sure what the flag is going to be. But, man, we get right there to the point where we've got them stopped or even on offense where we're moving, and then we just get right to the edge and make a mistake. Hopefully this penalty will help us. But they're spotting the ball at almost the 40-yard line. And I did.
He's going to get Ripley. Hold it.
No, it's a pass interference against Ripley. And so they decline it and take the play. No, they don't decline it.
I thought the
Well, let's see.
did hold it.
And it's declined. So it will be a first down. So with 2:41, McNairy has new life and a new set of downs. If Ripley could have just held them that play, they could have ran the clock out. But now we've got to play to the end. 2 wide left, 1 to the right.
You can look for big 34 to get this ball.
2:30 to go in the game. And the quarterback runs an option, and he gets outside on the left side, goes down the far sideline, picks up about 7 or 8, maybe 9, and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. I don't think the clock started on that play because we're still at 2:21 on the clock. So it's a pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Ripley Tigers. Like I said, like we've talked, the Tigers have played all through the year. They've had bursts of greatness. And, they'll do well, and then they just don't seem to follow through. But it's early in the season, and hopefully, we'll get things worked out. We better get them worked out before we get to the last part of the season. All right, here come the Bobcats. They give the ball to the big guy, or one of the big guys. Oh, he's got the first down. He's still on his feet. He's down to the 40 and runs over 2 or 3 Ripley players as he gets down to about the 37-yard line. And so that'll move the sticks again with 2:12 to go in the game. McNairy trailing Ripley 13-6.
Timeout, Tigers.
Yeah, we need to call a timeout because the defense is kind of back on their heels right now. We'll go back over during this timeout. Go back over all the coaches that's been at Ripley. And from 1927 to 1949, Coach Tiny Knee. He was the coach during those years from 50 to 53. Jack Striblin. From 54 to 72, Maurice Kelly. From 73 through 75 was Herb Cummings. 76 to 85, Grant Shipley. 86 through 88 was Darrell Walker. 89 to 96 was Randy White. 97 to 98 was Darren Mooney. 99 to 05 was Johnny McAdams. 06 through 08 was Marty Wheeler. 09 to 11 was Al Pellegrino. 12 through 14 was Kerry Craig. 15 and 16 was Wade Vandergriff, and 17 through 23 was Justin Cruz, and then, of course, Coach Jordan Garner started in 2024. All right, 1st and 10, ball on the Ripley 37-yard line. McNairy with the ball. one wide to either side. It's a toss sweep going to the far side. And we turn him in and do a good job after a short gain. We are able to hem him up for about a yard or two gain as we go under the 2-minute mark. Ripley holding on to a 13-6 lead with 1:50 to go in this game. 2nd down and 9 for McNairy at the Tiger 37-yard line. 2 wide right, 1 to left. Tiger's going to jump off sides, so we're going to give them 5 of that 9.
You know, I was looking at number 99 running off the field. You think he'd be a senior for the Tigers, but he's a sophomore too, 260.
Yeah, he's a big fella.
On the Tigers,
Tiger got the good sized kids coming back next year.
Yeah,
5-yard penalty.
yeah, we do.
Remaining
We got some young guys that are coming up that are getting some playing time that's going to help in the future. 1:40 to go in this game. 2nd down and 4 for McNairy at the Tiger 30-yard line. 1:38 on the clock. Ripley 13, McNairy 6. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. And the referee comes in, stops play. Not sure what that was. It wasn't a penalty. He came in and came over and gave some kind of signal, but I'm not sure what it was. It wasn't a penalty signal. So play will resume. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. And the quarterback is wanting to throw. He's got a man downfield. And if we get pass interference, we never turned around. That was the problem. We were running with the receiver, and I couldn't tell that he actually touched him from here. I thought the ball just hit the back of the defender. But if he'd have turned around, he probably could have intercepted it. But he was running with him and had his eyes on him instead of looking back, which I know that's easier said than done. But it's enough to give them a 1st down and keep the drive alive with 1:36. And the Tigers are making some big mistakes late. You know, we've had games that we've had won that we just let get away at the end, and I hope and pray this is not one of them. All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the Tigers 16-yard line, 1:36 on the clock, trailing 13-6. But they do fumble, and I think they get back on it. And they do, but it should continue the clock. I don't know why the clock's not running. It's at 1:33. Nobody's called a timeout. I don't know. Time should be continuing to run right now, but it's still stopped at 1:33, so I'm not sure how much actual time is still left in the game. Now they're running the clock down. They run it down to 1:25. Seemed to me it should have been ran down a little further, but you have to play with the hand you dealt. Now they move it back up to 1:33. So now we're back to 1:30. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw, roller to his left. And Austin behind him giving chase, and he's going to bring him down for about, he picks up a yard or 2, but he brings him down. That's AT3 as he makes a great defensive play. Comes all the way from the backside and chases him down from behind to make an outstanding play.
Right there. Number 4.
Yeah, he is out there. Okay. 1:14 on the clock, and there's a timeout called. We'll hold it here with only 1:14 to go.
Next week's homecoming. Come out.
Absolutely.
It's support these young babies out here.
Yeah, let's support them and show them that we're still behind them. We're always behind them regardless. In 1927, T.O. Griffins hired Coach Tiny Knee at Ripley to coach at Ripley at the newly built high school. One of Coach Knee's first tasks was to turn the wasteland hills and gullies into a playable football field. And as we said before, the task, he was using slip scoops pulled by mules. He enlisted help from the boys interested in playing football. The field was finished in time for September's football season, and by the spring of 28, Coach Nee had added a narrow cinder track around the field. In 1935, a plan drawn up by Coach Nee was approved by the WPA. By the fall of 37, the stadium began to resemble the facility we use today. A fine cinder track encircled encircled, and lights and wooden bleachers were in place. Oh, here we go. 1:14 to go in the game. 3rd and 11 for McNairy at the Ripley 16-yard line. Quarterback takes a snap, looking to throw, looking, and he's going to throw into the corner. He's going to throw out of the end zone, and he throws it completely away. So that stops the clock with 1:08, but it's 4th and 11 for McNairy at their own 16-yard line.
I don't know why they went away from that.
And with that incompletion.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure either.
It is now.
The field was, the completed field was dedicated in the spring of that year and was named our Irving Nee Field. Here we go. 4th down play. This is the ball game. Quarterback, the option runs to his right, trying to get outside. He's got a little room. Let's see. And the Tiger's going to bring him down before he gets the first down. And they tackle him out of bounds with 59 seconds to go. So barring any type of fumble here, the Tigers get the ball on a turnover, or on downs, and so Ripley will get the ball back. And like I said, the Tigers have the opportunity to, I'm not sure how many timeouts each team has left. I know they've used some and we've used some. I'm not sure how many left. I don't know if, I would think we could probably down the ball a couple of times and to run the clock out, but Ripley takes a timeout.
That should be it for Ripley on their timeout.
Yeah, I would think you're right. In 1949, new bleachers were built on the east side of the field, and a new field house was constructed. Concrete bleachers replaced the wooden ones in 1956, and further renovations occurred in 1962 and in 1967 to increase the seating capacity to around 3,400. So kind of a little background about Coach Nee and Tiny Nee Stadium. We'll try to have some more interesting information about them next week because it'll be homecoming. Again, come early and listen to the band, watch the homecoming court, and let's see what we can see if we can cheer these Tigers on to a big win against Liberty next week.
Did you ever get another update on Hawks and Griffin?
I text, but I don't know. Let's see. I think I got an answer. I don't know if it's. No, I didn't get a score. Okay. Trying to find out. All right, 59 seconds. Ripley in the gun, wide outs to either side, 2 right and 1 left, and he just kneels on the ball. And that was at 16, so he's back inside the 10 now. So he's about to 5. So yeah, we don't need to get a safety and punt the ball away. They must be out of timeouts because they would have called one here for McNairy. Again, I want to give a shout out to my mom. She sets up and watches these games, and I appreciate her listening. We've got 28 seconds, and time is rolling. Ripley going to let the time try to milk this clock and come out of here with their first win of the year.
That should be it.
Yeah, because they won't have to snap the ball again. So the Ripley Tigers, starting out 0-3 on the season, now bounce back to 1-3 as they defeat the McNairy Central Bobcats here in Ripley by the score of 13-6.
You know, we did enough to get a win, but the coaches and the team still got a lot of stuff to work on, especially on offense.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. Happy they got a win.
I'm happy for Pun, and I know he wanted his big win, his first win of the season. Glad for him, but got a lot of work to do.
Well, you're exactly right, and we're going to leave it here from Tiny Nee Stadium, a wet Tiny Nee Stadium here in Ripley, as the Ripley Tigers get their first win of the year, and it's a region win against McNairy Central by the score of 13-6. Everyone have a great weekend. Come out and support the Tigers next Friday night here at Homecoming 2024. And that's going to do it here from Tiny Nee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Paris Press Box. This is Mike White with Crazy Horse saying good night and God bless.